Hi! In this video, you are going to learn how to create a revision of a document. In today's video, we are going to revise a preschool elementary IEP that's already been finalized. So when you want to revise a document, you must go and find your document, click in it, and this will take you to the first page of your document. Once you've gone here to the first page, you want to go ahead and click on More, this little blue arrow, and that's going to open a drop down. And then you want to choose Create Revision of this document. Now it's going to allow you to create a label. What you want to go ahead and write is a revision to the annual IEP dated, whatever date, mine happened to be 12/25/2017, and then go ahead and click on OK. Now you can see right up here at the very top it says revision to the annual IEP dated 12/25/2017. And then your next step is to click on edit this section on the student demographics page for an IEP. So right here we have 12/25/2017. That's the date of my annual IEP, and that date's going to stay the same. My next annual IEP date, which is 1 year from my annual date, that too will stay the same. What you're going to add is the amendment date. This is the date that you hold this amendment or the revision IEP. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the calendar and choose that date. Now we use amendment and revision interchangeably quite often. Your next step is you're going to the IEP meeting purpose. There you're going to change it from annual review or whatever it happened to be, and you're going to click on Other, and you're going to write revision to annual dated 12/25/2017. And unless the changes that you're going to make is on this page, you are done with this page. Your next step is to go to the meeting participants. So my meeting participants are for the 12/25 meeting, but this is an entirely different meeting. So I need to change the date to the meeting date. And not only that, I want to go ahead and make sure that the people that I have here are the people that are actually at my amendment meeting. So I'm going to go ahead and make a change just to show you that we can go ahead and do that. So the next thing you want to make sure is that the parent is here as well, because although this is an amendment or a revision and some parents choose to participate over the phone, they still need to sign, and so you need to have them represented. So I have my date here, that is correct. I click Save, Done Editing. And the nice part about this particular page is that it pushes it all the way down, so I don't have to keep changing it. So my next step that I absolutely have to do is go to the prior written notice. On the prior written notice, you're going to go ahead and keep all of the prior written notice from the annual IEP, and you're going to put the revision part on the bottom. And the first thing that you're going to note is that you are doing a revision. So what I did here was I noted that I had a revision. You can use the word amendment, the date that I had it, and why we were meeting. Over here, we want to talk more about why we're making the changes that we're making. In this case, it's to increase social work hours. So you're going to say something about due to deficits as noted in the someplace, present levels perhaps, in a report perhaps, So I put due to deficits as noted in the IEP. The IEP team met and held a revision to address the increase of social work hours from 30 minutes per week to 45 minutes per week to address increased social emotional needs. I'm also going to go ahead and say that my parent had decided that they didn't want to come in for this. We discussed it over the phone. So because that happens quite a bit. Now keep in mind, parents can choose this, but we can't tell parents they can only come in over the phone. And I'm going to make sure that I spell everything correctly. And I'm going to make sure that parents are the ones who propose this. So parents requested to participate via the phone and the IEP team agreed. Now that doesn't mean they don't have to sign. They still need to sign. They still need to get a written invitation as well. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Save, Done Editing. Now there'll be lots of reasons why a person wants to revise an IEP document, but we said that we are changing our hours from 30 minutes to 45 minutes. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, if you are not changing anything on the Schedule of Services page, you don't actually have to come in here and change these dates. However, if you are changing something, you'll have to change all of them. And you want to make sure that your dates at the top are going to match your dates in this grid. And we are going to change ours from 30 minutes to 45 minutes. And then you click on Save, Done Editing. And we're done and we're ready to go. So I'm just going to recap in the actual document what you need. You start, of course, with your invitation because parents need a written invitation to the meeting. But then once you get into the document and you make your actual revision, you go over here and you make on the right-hand side of the page and you put in your amendment date and you change your IEP meeting purpose. You're also going to want to go ahead and change your meeting participants. So you'll want to change to the people who are going to attend this amendment meeting and make sure you change the dates as well. The next thing you'll want to do is to go ahead and make whatever changes that you're going to make. So if you're going to add a goal, you add a goal. If you're going to remove a goal, then you do that, or remove a service, or whatever you end up doing, you go ahead and do that. But you also have to put in the prior written notice that this was a revision and what you were addressing, why you were addressing it. And if the parent decided to participate over phone, you'll want to include that information as well. All right, so I hope this has been helpful for you and that you have an absolutely